Betwixt the raising of the undying emperor and the great planar war that shook the heavens, there was an age of contradiction, where cannons won kingdoms and muskets kept the peace. A brave few won the hearts of the conquered and conquerors alike. Of these we speak of the decline of the great kingdoms and cultures under the heel of empire. Of those we speak of gladiators and the untold thousands that worshipped them. Of this, an age of glory, where kings would be slaves and a gladiator would be king.
Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Dread and Circus campaign, episode 42. This is the last episode of season 1 of this campaign. I'm your demon host Marty, joined by Adam and Ahmed. Today, how are you blokes doing?
Brave British of you. How are you, sir? How are you today?
Hey, don't call me a bloke.
What would be the equivalent of buddy guy and
guy.
friend? Bloke
Call
mate,
me guy,
bloke
friend.
mate, and
Don't call me chap, guy. Don't
Be
call
mate.
me
You
chap.
guys-
buddy.
You guys would be mates.
Yeah. All right, mate. Don't call me
I'm
mate,
feeling-
chap. Don't call me chap. Bloke.
So, bloke. I apparently have a whole bunch of work travel ahead of me that wasn't really in my schedule. So, I picked up heavy weights at the gym today, and I'm feeling really good because I picked up big heavy. Be the big strong.
Be the big strong. So in second edition D&D, what strength are you?
1850 or so, 1845, something like that. In Pathfinder, in second ed or third ed, it would be I'm an 18, but I'm in the middle of 18 because I can't quite lift up the max of 18, but I'm way ahead of the max of a 17, so I'm somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
Halfway between, I'm halfway between 17 and 19, so 18.
And then in Pathfinder?
In Pathfinder, it would be similar. It's effectively the same. So,
Okay.
In Pathfinder second ed, I'm strength 26 or something. Strength 30.
Yeah, depending on how
because
bulk
they done
converts
fucked up
to...
how strength works.
How bulk converts to poundage, right?
Yeah, because I can pick up 2 or 3 humans, and 1 human is the most any human can pick up in Pathfinder second ed. So yeah. My poundage is amazing.
I'm gonna drink your juice. Funny. So we haven't seen you guys since the flight back, I think, right? Like we haven't played yet.
Ahmed was there for the
I jumped in on
Tuesday for a
Tuesday.
bit,
Yep.
and I was trolling in chat because it was fun.
That's right. How are your flights back and all that jazz?
They weren't bad.
The flights weren't bad. All that stuff actually kind of just worked. Actually, my most recent work travel was all sorts of messed up. You get the rental car that has like the 15 little problems, and you're like, "Can you replace it? It's got these 15 little problems," and they're like, "No, we'll have to tow it. It'll be a 1-day delay." It's like, so you're telling me the thing that you refuse to drive, you're telling me to drive 500 kilometers back to Canada with? Like, well, yeah.
It was like my first day back at work. So after the extended vacation, my first day back at work was 5:45 in the morning. The apartment fire alarm goes off. That's much before. That's much before my alarm was set. And then about 8 a.m. when I was getting ready for work, the construction exhaust started flooding into my apartment, so I had to deal with that. Then I got to work, and of course, it's your first day back, and now I'm tired, so I'm like just struggling through the day, just hoping for the end of the day.
3,000 emails.
3:45 at work. I guess they're retarring the roof, and they didn't expect the fumes to come into to the office. So it's like, what's that burning rubber smell? Like, yeah, it's making us all lightheaded. So I went home, and then I dealt with something when I got home too. It was just like the day. Oh yeah, they were redoing the pavement out in front of my apartment, so I couldn't actually get back into my apartment. They're like, "Could you give us an hour?" So, like the whole day was just one of those.
What you needed to do was sit on that bench just around the corner,
Right.
looking dejected, like I was, waiting for Ahmed to finish his shower. When in reality, he wasn't even the fucking building.
That was the best. It's like, I'm outside.
Yeah. So
Congratulations.
So we ironed
What
out all
do you want me to do?
all those apartment and work kinks in one day. So I'm glad to be back at work, but also glad for it to be a weekend and to be gaming. Ahmed, how you doing, man?
Happy Thanksgiving to anybody who's Canadian.
All
and
right.
Happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving to anybody who wants to do it right. So
That's right.
yeah.
Apparently, the Canadian Thanksgiving was held earlier than the American one. Just saying. Some French settlers in the 1500s or something like that. The first document.
They're like,
Fucking cold up
fuck
here,
it,
man.
it
Wait
will
to
get
be frozen
colder
in
later.
November.
Let's do it now.
Yeah, they wanted to match it up with the actual like harvest in Canada, which is earlier than the harvest in like lower states, I guess, because less growing season. Anyways, cool. Fun fact: Canada's better. All right. Not much, but just a little bit.
Take whatever we can get.
Right. First. Ahmed, how you doing, man?
I'm good. If we're comparing real life to D&D, Adam is an 18 strength. I lost probably about 3 will and 3 con after realizing what my life usually is like with kids. So like, no, you don't wake up at like 9 or 10, whatever you want. No, you feed, you shower, you dress, you stop from killing each other. I just lost.
So is this temporary ability damage, or is this ability drain?
No, I regained some when I came back,
Oh, I see.
and it just came back.
So what I thought you were going to say when you're saying you don't like wake up at 6:45 or 8 or whatever, you wake up when you get punched in the balls. I thought that was the direction.
That's my alarm is biological, not my own. Whenever they start kicking,
The biological clock is when you wake up.
That's awesome. Why don't we do a recap of what happened? We're going to be playing the Circus of Dread gladiators, which we haven't seen in a few months because we took a break to do the Pathfinder playtest, and then all along. What you guys didn't realize with the Pathfinder playtest, which we revealed in the final episode, was ancient history of the same continent that the characters from the Dread and Circus campaign are on. And some of these characters have survived the ages in weird sort of ways.
I would just before we do the recap, because the recap's super useful. All I remember is the gladiators suck and Radamer is awesome. That's my memory
Of the last game that we
awesome.
played. Got it.
Like, Sam ate a dick and Radamer was amazing. That's like
So where are the gladiators? I just took a screen cap of the player map, which I'm showing on stream right now. So relative to where Magnus and the others are, there's Vaddapol down here. You can see Magnus's token. The last few games with the circus, if you recall, they traveled to Fallenstone, where the Countess Opel met with an old childhood friend of her husband's. She had, after that meeting, she had, for whatever reason, which is likely to do with the things that are stowed in the Giantswell. She owns this property, or her husband owned it when he was alive. She inherited it from him. She had the Circus of Dread take a detour to the inherited property at Giantswell. At Giantswell, the party got settled in before heading to the Giantswell Grotto, where they expected to find, and did find, a stone golem and traps guarding some unknown treasure placed there by the late Count. The late Count was an adventurer who was obsessed with certain types of artifacts, particularly around some hero by the name of Ambrose from several hundred years ago. Around the time of the coming of the Empire and the wars that happened after that. That's the era. That era is just starting at the end of the Doomsday campaign. I really wanted the scene to be you guys are on a like the end of Apocalyptico, where you're running out. I really wanted to try to craft the scene. You run out of the bushes and you see all the ships. Instead, I had the rider coming and saying the coronel was dead. Like I'm like, okay, yeah, but that's fine.
We refuse to run.
Right. Plus, it was a little bit further inland, and it just wouldn't have made sense. But that was kind of the ending that I was envisioning. So you went to the Giantswell. This is 2 games back with the Circus of Dread. The circus gladiators make their way to Giantswell Grotto and take a swim. I think I've got a map of that. Oh, and the point I was trying to make with the map that I'm showing here is that they're very close to Vaddapol. Like they're swimmingly close to Vaddapol. They're in the same duchy, basically.
Yeah.
Having traveled westward from their homes, or when they got captured. Let's show the Giantswell Grotto.
Blood cowboys.
There's the cistern that you guys adventured in. The gladiators made their way to the Giantswell Grotto, took a swim. After encountering a giant electric catfish, they explored the underwater caves to find 2 hidden places, one of light and the other of death. Interrupting their spelunking is an unknown band who arrive on the backs of phantom steeds. That adventure was called Gone Fishin', episode 38. Episode 39, Neck Romancing. Despite
Such a good name. Oh my god, that name.
Despite their disadvantage, the circus gladiators attempt to deal with the marauders on their own terms. That didn't go too well, as I remember. I think one of you were suggested to run off, like Ugg was suggested to run off. And
no. Ugg and
Demon
who's your character? Who's the other character?
Sam?
It wasn't Sam. It was the other guy. Bill.
Widget.
Widget. Yeah, both of you guys ran off like assholes.
Right. And then one of you got captured. Who got captured?
Nobody got captured.
How did you guys win that fight? Like, how did you guys get out
Sam
of that?
climbed up.
Sam climbed up.
There was, I think,
more
somebody
on his back, and
there was somebody else on his back as well. The one-armed guy.
Yeah. Okay, you guys climbed.
Sam's got one arm, and he climbed up that.
How we won that was a bunch of their party left.
Yes. 2 of their guys left, and there were only 2 remaining.
And right.
And then we surprised him and.
Meanwhile,
I think we were invisible.
Meanwhile, a couple of the bandits had gone to the Giantswell Manor to take advantage of the fact that all the mercenary gladiators were indisposed. Radamer lost his skeletal belay during this fight, but Yava Thunderstone, a moderately powerful wizard halfling, as well as a mercenary warrior by the name of Davis the Sellsword, were stopped by Radamer and the few people that remained. I believe Undwin and Latara were the ones that Radamer had around him. Yeah, Radamer's fight was showing us that Marty's build for Radamer is pretty goddamn tough.
What happens if I take all the weird necromancy spells? Horrible things happen to your opponents if they can't reach you if you take fly and you take all the horrible necromancy spells you want.
Radamer saying, if I must.
What's her name, Vitara?
Arcane muscle.
I remember she paralyzed the wizard.
Yeah, she ran up and touched with her ghoul touch the wizard, which also helped. And then I think the skeleton belay basically face tanked the warrior while
buffing was happening.
Keep the warrior busy.
Okay, so this was Radamer was forcing to defend the Giantswell Manor while the gladiators were away, and then I think we ended... Radamer, when you had returned back to the manor, had dragged off one of the mercenaries that he captured alive, and he was in the slave punishment shed outside of the manor.
Yes.
And you suspect that he's doing something with this weird syringe.
Sorry.
How good was that guy's
Screw
charisma?
Zach.
He was the leader.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Right.
interesting. What level was that guy? Because it's useful. Still a boule though.
All right, so that was called Necromancing, and then we had 2 more games called Spring Cleaning, which were the Conclave of Crimson Scale final seasonal spring seasonal matches, which Damien kind of tried to pull some fast stuff on it, and Magnus ended up becoming the victor. To the victor went the spoils.
I planned on losing.
Go the spot.
I planned on losing.
You weren't told to plan on losing. You were told not to lose anybody. It's the weirdest thing. The instructions.
I'm gonna play the video and see what was supposed to say.
Oh, Nemi has an idea. I like this idea. I think Marty needs to have an appropriate.
My
Somebody needs
Boys
to pick
from
up on
Swamp
this.
versus Magnos and 2 others. That's pretty cool.
Magnus doesn't need anybody else.
We need somebody to propose this as a possible fight because I'm up for throwing Magnus. I am up for Nemi asking Adam to throw Magnus in a fight. I like this. I encourage this behavior.
Yeah, I would need to see the builds of those things in order to play them. I don't know. Send them to Adam. Adam's technically our moderator, so send them to Adam. Look at me. I'm the DM. I get to delegate.
Oh,
Whee!
shit. Understand, but really?
Did you also capture 2 dudes?
We did. No, one of them ran away.
So the bard just went away, and we captured Dernst and Black Raven.
Right, and you brought... These are the guys that were trying to guard you while...
No, Black Raven, isn't she dead?
No? Black
No.
Raven is...
Thunderstone is dead.
Is the angry ranger. He's the moody edgelord ranger.
Yeah.
Oh, right. He's captured.
The edgiest edgelord is captured. No, the psycho halfling. God, me small. Boo! Like.
Oh yeah, that one. I think she's dead, right?
Yeah, she's gone.
Juiced! Boo! Like,
Take her stuff and run off.
yeah, no, she died.
Good. Deservingly.
She's crazy. Like, all the
Deservingly.
way crazy.
Yeah, there we go. Yaba Thunderstone. Yeah, I have all their stuff. I don't know if I put their stuff all into the treasure sheet yet or not. But effectively, this is where we left off. So we're going to unpause at this point as Radamer is injured, but dealing with some prisoner when the group of you lug your way back from the Giantswell. Latari, you can hear her say, "Radamer, they've returned." Yes. He's like pulling off some gloves like he was doing something, and he hands the gloves to Latara, like big heavy work gloves. He steps outside. You catch a glimpse. This is Sam and Arlen and Widget, Barak Tarn, Edward. You catch a glimpse of the guy sort of like shackled up, and one of his sleeves kind of strangely rolled up.
So it kind of looks like we missed something here. Everything all right, boss?
Indeed. Everything is copacetic now.
So we got a couple of chuckleheads that tried to ambush us.
Right.
Do you want them put in the shed?
The masters. They said that their masters were on their way to the manor. I'm glad to see that everyone's all right.
As Adam is checking the alignment of his characters again, because I seem to remember there being
I'm looking
some
at the
disconnect.
alignment.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the alignment right now. Yeah.
yeah. I think what is transpiring in there, says Barak Tarn. None of your business. This one will be punished. You may see to these others as you see fit. Do not worry.
They were just trying to get paid, so we could probably just,
Do not worry. If this all works out, this one will spill a lot of the beans. It's odd when Radamer tries to use colloquialism.
Yeah, I not disagreeing with you about the beans, but
Gary.
I suddenly am not so hungry.
Don't worry, he will have an appetite. Enough for two.
I wouldn't mind some beans if, there was some around. There's a... Yeah.
What map are we on?
The Road of Sorrow.
I was just a giant cistern, just using the token there.
Yeah, that's where I was too. Okay.
Road of Sorrow.
Isn't there a map for the manor?
Yeah, it's just the big red box.
Yeah, this is the...
Oh, okay.
This was the combat map.
Cool.
Sam will not drag the two into the shed of doom.
Yeah, Barak Tarn turns to Sam and Edward. What should we do with them?
I'm pretty certain they learned their lesson. I mean, they seem normal compared to the other assholes.
Oh yeah, Arlen in a wheelchair, right?
Yeah, you're always sitting. We're
Yeah, I was like, hey, why am I prone? Oh, there's that thing that happened.
yeah.
The whole wheelie thing.
Radamer is like washing up a little bit. Like whatever he was doing, it looks like he doesn't want the dirt on him.
So,
Cleanliness next to godliness.
you two, what's your stories? Why were you with them?
Edward's like, allow me, and he pulls out their gags. they're all fucking tied up, and they're being dragged around by Ugg and Sam.
How should we deal with you?
Vince is the one that you captured. He's more used to you guys probably at this time. You could let us go.
Why should we do
Oh,
that?
fuck it tastes like a sock, says Dernst. Yeah, you can let us go. It's not like we're gonna tell anyone or anything.
Tell on what? We were defending ourselves.
Exactly, man.
So why shouldn't we tell on you? Hand you over to the Imperium.
Vince, you could see him rolling his eyes at Dernst, talking.
So, I mean, what do you got to offer?
How do we know you wouldn't just come back and try it again?
They're not being paid. The person, actually, who paid you?
I don't know. Davos did. That guy, the guy over in the shed. Vince is just quiet. He's. I've already told you. Davos is hired, and he hires us. But I think it was some old man.
I got hit in the head a lot. My memory's not too good. It feels like it was a month ago. I don't know. It's maybe
feels
a
like
month
it
and a half.
was months and months ago.
It was the end of July.
Actually, never mind. I'm really smart. It's just like 6 weeks ago. That's what it feels like. So, all right. What are their weapons, if you can remind me?
Yeah, I've got their stuff crossed out. So there was the Black Raven armor, +1 shadow-studded leather, the Black Raven bow, the +1 acidic composite longbow, strength 16. That was on Vince Black Raven, and then the Merc had less stuff. What is his name? His name is Dernst. Where's Dernst? Dernst the mercenary had the old battered shield, a +2 heavy steel shield with some additional qualities, and the porcupine's quill, a +2 dagger with a +1 DC to any poison applied. I'm pretty sure these are. Let me check. Let me check to see if these are on your
In a treasure.
your treasure sheet.
Party sheet treasure for the caravan.
Party pages, Dread and Circus loot.
Valen's blade, the skinny skull. We got a lot of treasure. I don't see it so far.
I don't see it on here either. So let me copy past a.
+1.
Unless you've divvied it, like, do you have? Does somebody have something called Black Raven on your character sheet?
No.
Cloak of the Vastwood?
Let me just search for Black Raven and see if it comes up. Where did they stick search now in OneNote? Why did they change this?
For me, it's on the top right.
Yeah, but you gotta select which folder you're taking. This page, this section.
They totally got rid of search. The fuck?
Cerberus, the black
Tell me-
heart.
Remind me not to let
Israel, the
Microsoft
black.
update anything until they force me to, because they're a bunch of pricks.
Oh, there it is. It's.
Champion.
Oh yeah, it's in there. Master's loot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did I stick the wrong stuff in the wrong section?
Shouldn't be there. Yeah.
Black Raven bow, Black Raven armor.
Yeah, I'll fix that. Don't worry.
Okay.
So that shouldn't be in Master's loot.
All right. So
Black Raven stuff and the Davis's stuff should be in.
For our suffering and aggravation, and for Widget and Ugg's boots, I'm thinking the magics, and you go.
Bag of holding type 1 soul gems. Are these... Did I fuck that up too? Or is that...
Why would these guys have soul gems?
Broken Hag's amulet? Oh, no. That's all that stuff's from the Hag. Okay, I've got it right now. Dread and Circus loot. It is now pasted in the right spot.
That was more of a Sam to, like, the others.
What do you say?
We take the magics for our pain, suffering, and for the Uggs and Widget's boots.
That sounds fair.
I mean, they need new boots. The things are worn all the way out.
Getting your freedom back.
And, they keep their basic gear, and, the way they can not naked babes through the woods.
I suggest that we confiscate all of their things. And I would like to have a conversation with the group of you. He glances more so at Arlen. When you are ready.
Of course.
You heard the boss. Widget starts taking down to the masterwork level stuff.
All right.
Boss said take everything.
There's already a pile of what looks like the main mercenary leaders, Davis's gear, which is also included in there.
Oh, someone can learn like sorcerer spells from the spell book. Never mind.
King of the Bayou. Oh, is he in the place with the cranberry folk? And like the Rat King?
Don't know what you're talking about.
There's a town along
Nemi.
the way that Nemi's got the Bayou champ, King Croc, that he's interested in, and I'm thinking he would be in the cranberry place, the champion from wherever that town was.
Yeah, we'll have to do that offline though.
Yeah.
I can't review that right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to clone Marty. There'd be a Marty slaving away in the back while the other Marty's having fun.
He's got no.
That is
Doing the Mazathic voice.
with the current cannon.
No, Marty. No, Marty, no good.
No, this is far too many epic level characters from one region. I mean, no, this town is not
All right,
special.
so there's some good gear in here. It's what happens when you get attacked by adventuring type folk. Yeah, feel free to start mashing that up and splitting it up. There looks like there's some undivvied gear anyways. I need to know what you guys are selling. That's going to happen probably at the end of the game.
I'm looking. So all potions and scrolls we keep.
Yep. I'm going to stop editing that, and you guys can go ahead and edit.
I'm going to start.
I think we're I believe we're ready to let them go.
Take their stuff. Let them go. Sure, I'm fine with
Sam
that.
wants to let them go. He doesn't want them to be tortured.
I'm fine with that.
Radamer is walking to the house. It looks like he's done. They did put a padlock on the door. This rough-looking former gladiator, now turned taskmaster of the manor and the surrounding farms, basically locked the padlock and gave you guys a funny look and wandered back off to guard the front of the house. Radamer, wants to have a conversation with you when you're done.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
You had fun fighting again.
There's a ton of stuff here.
The orc's just chewing on like a sprig of grass and just looks the other way, just fucking muttering to himself, shaking his head.
I'm sure you were really brave.
Fucking stupid, let these... Roger's like kicking dirt on them. Fucking stupid if you ask me to let these guys go. We should just stick a bolt right between their temples. No questions
maybe
asked.
It'll be like that karma stuff, we let them go. Next time we get caught, they let us go.
Or we brand these fuckers as fucking gladiators and stick them in the back of the wagon with the dwarves.
Oh, fuck. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Just get rid of them. I say we get rid of them. What do you all say? Get rid of them as in let them go.
We should let them go.
As in let them go.
Roger's loading his crossbow.
No, Roger. You're not gonna...
Yeah, I say let us go, says Stearns.
I say we get rid of them. No, don't get rid of them. Let them go.
I hardly even know these guys. I'm just gonna go back to Fallen Stone and get another job or something. Hey, do you guys got any jobs?
Joins our group. I'm sorry, we can't trust you.
He
now.
has an assassin's dagger. I don't want him in my group being mad at me.
Yeah. This armor that you had really fits me well. I gotta say, you took really good care of it.
Sam will start untying him.
Yeah.
Barak Tarn's now standing very close to Roger. He's gonna put a claw on his fuck. Don't touch my fucking crossbow. Might be a shitty weapon, but it's my shitty weapon.
Arlen's laughing.
We just roll in a smoke. Just,
We might have something better for you, Roger. Just we're letting them go.
Fucking stupid. Kick some dirt at Arlen's chair.
Hey, it might be a shitty chair, but it's my chair.
Ugg was watching closely. He was standing behind Roger, and Roger just goes back over, just fucking complaining to Mortenzi, who is talking in Goblin to the three dwarves. If you remember that mini plot.
Mortenzi came, and everyone was fed the brains.
They're all sitting in the grass having a picnic with Mortenzi. Roger's just fucking kicking at dirt and trying to talk to Mortenzi, who's only half laughing or paying attention. Ugg helps kind of undo their bonds as well and sort of pushes them away.
Give them some rations. Make sure they can get to a town.
You're sending us out there with no weapons?
You're right. Ugg is gonna go grab a fence post.
Okay.
He'll snap it in two.
And gives them 2 sticks.
Gives them each a fence post. Half a fence post.
You're fucking kidding, right? Don't push it, says Vince. No. Can I have my dagger back?
Widget, no. Widget will go find like a
hold on.
Like a kitchen butter knife. Or
Okay,
whatever.
yeah, you find some like shears or a knife in the tool shed that's kind of around the tool area around the shed. It's like an old knife that would just be used as a tool at this point.
Yep. There you go. Knife. We're keeping the highly magical one. Have a nice day.
You couldn't fucking shave with this, come on, says Vince, who's just walking off. He does give you guys a nod for letting him go, and he glances towards the house, and they're walking in the opposite direction of the house. Yeah, but they took all my stuff. You know how long it took me to buy that shit? You probably didn't buy it. Yeah, but I earned it. Exiting.
Have a nice
stage,
day, gentlemen.
Exiting.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Exiting stage left, and they're walking away.
Yep, this is the point where, like, Roger's set up on top of the torture shed.
Roger's, you can see Roger aiming, and you look at him, he just kind of goes like this.
Arlen's laughing. Arlen's gonna laugh.
Roger would have killed them. They fucking tried to kill you guys, and they embarrassed the fuck out of you guys. Plus, Roger was a soldier, and you turned him into a gladiator, but the mercenaries get let go free. Like there's obvious.
There's just something. Why are they so special? 'Cause
Yep.
You're awesome, Roger. We want to keep you
Because you
around.
fucking know the truth.
Well, that too. Barak Tarn just gives you a nod, like we did the right thing. He's now.
Alright, who's hungry?
This whole life is questionable. But we play the hand that we dealt.
No. This life is all right. We just need to get the magic stuff. You'll grow a new leg. I'll grow a new arm. Then I'm gonna go kick that bull in the dick.
I'm fine the way that I am.
I need to kick the bull in the dick still.
You can have
an arm first,
all
though.
the dick that you want, my friend.
What?
I will not stand in your way.
What is Radamer doing to that man in there?
You can ask him when we speak with him. He said he's being punished. I assume he tried to kill everyone in the manor.
That would be I believe that would be the ringleader of the thugs. So the whole who is being paid to try to kill the lady and us by extension.
Hey! You guys are bad!
Oh, Unwin?
Unwin comes running.
Hey, Unwin.
He goes running up to
Unwin.
you guys. Did you see? Radamer! I helped Radamer in the big battle! He's
You're level 2 now. Congratulations.
There's a big battle, and the wizard, and she was lightning bolt, and I summoned things, and I was helping.
Good for you. I hope
Good
he's
job.
not too traumatic, but you're unscathed, and everyone on our side survived.
Sam will
Well
give
done.
him a slightly too vigorous high five.
Yep. Oh! Ugg with his small hand reaches out and just kind of taps him on the shoulder. He doesn't seem to flinch at that. He's used to Ugg by now.
Let's go see.
I can help, he says. I think I'm starting to understand magical tactics. Is what he's so proud of himself and so excited.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good work, my friend. Good work.
So
Oh, Radamer, Arlen, Radamer says that he's ready to talk to you now. I think he wants to talk about what you found in the Giantswell.
Yes, we'll discuss that now. All right. Is everyone ready? Let's go.
certainly. Well, does he want all of us, or does he just want to talk to you? I mean, you're the special one.
He seemed to really want to talk to Arlen, but I guess.
All right, I'll tell you what happened.
Unwin seems like.
I have
not
an important question. Does this meeting have food at it? If this meeting doesn't have food, then I'm going to the meeting that does have food.
No, but I think they're opening up the tavern.
I'm going to that meeting. Who's going to the other meeting?
All right, so the
Have fun,
the
boys.
Giantswell Manor still has its brewery, and it looks like some of you are wandering up to the brewery. That being Sam.
Sam's going there. Widget is going to... He wants to know what's up.
Yeah, Unwin's going back to speak to Radamer, as well as Edward will join as well. Ugg is going to go hang out with Samuel in the tavern. Barak Tarn just seems to want to keep an eye on the shed.
He's going to... I would like to sense his motives.
Arlen does
would-
not even. He doesn't look at it. He's like, whatever happens.
Sam is trying to look out for Barak. He wants to. Is he going to do a stupid thing? And I want to look at him and see if he's going to do a stupid thing. That's my plan.
Okay. Barak Tarn is not hiding his concern.
Well, I might not be able to sense the motives of an individual who's not trying to hide nothing.
Right.
12.
His bluff is plus 11, so I think you guys gave the paladin the bluffing item for some reason.
Well, because he couldn't lie to us. He's a paladin.
That might just naturally disguise his.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna guard.
All right.
He's gonna guard the.
We'll save a stool for you at our meeting. It's better anyway.
You hear Mortenzi giving a sermon to the dwarves that are still watching. He's speaking in Goblin, punctuated by the name of his god, Zorbinius.
As long as nobody's getting punched, good.
All right, Roger joins Sam and Ugg in the tavern while the others go up to the manor. Arlen wheels himself into the up to the stairs. Normally, Ugg drags you up the stairs. The stairs of the manor are not friendly to your wheeled chair.
Yep. This is upstairs?
Midget will wheel you up because he is a rip-jacked little gnome.
Yep. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Which Edward help Arlen in his wheeled chair up the stairs. The orc Dursk is just sitting on the stairs. He doesn't lift a finger to help you.
There we go. Keep your arms and keep your arms inside the chair at all times.
All right. You find a small office where Radamer is having his wounds tended. He does send Latara out to go maybe fetch new bandages or something like that. It's strange that he hasn't cast spells on himself yet. Perhaps he's run out. You don't know.
Oh, is he damaged?
He's terribly damaged. It looks like Radamer's got all sorts of electrical burns across part of his body.
Allow me to take a look at these. You look like you've been through one hell of a fight. I'm sorry I didn't see them so well outside.
While the wizard was small, she was quite powerful.
Worry not.
You judge wizards by the size of their staff, not the size of their boots.
This will only take a second.
Radamer just gives you a nod at that. I will have to replace my undead thing. Unfortunate that it got sacrificed in that battle. I wanted to first know how you fared in your adventure at the Giantswell. Did you find the hidden artifacts there?
What are you doing?
I put a cure serious wound in him. He gets 15 healing.
Okay.
I do another one. He gets 22.
All right, Radamer's wounds have all knitted thanks to your golden light and healing. You do notice that he does take a moment to grab a holy symbol of his own and quietly make a prayer after he received the spells from your god.
Bro. Right. We found it was interesting.
I think this is one of them cleric tactics where they make you feel better before they told you fucked up.
So, it's first of all, it's quite a drop once you get inside. It was interesting navigating it, but then we okay, I'm gonna keep going. All right, it was difficult. It was difficult to traverse the terrain to get to the bottom of the well. There were two entrances. Or two paths underwater. One led to a golem and a tunnel, which we did not continue down. The other went to a place which I don't think you would like. It seemed to be a Peloran temple.
I have heard that the Pelorites, since the coming of the Empire, have gone underground.
Just quite disturbing. They worship the Pelon being underground. It's interesting. They seem to be an item in there. Large shield. I'm not sure. I don't know much about it. It might be worth something. It might have other magical, other effects. I don't know. I need time to study it. Or have somebody else take a look at it.
Edward's like, it is quite large. It might be a bit of an asshole to get out of there, but with enough rope and manpower, we could probably do it. What of this golem?
Habibi.
What
Um,
is the golem doing?
I wasn't there. The ones that did go. Sorry, I don't remember. Edward, did he go? This was like yesterday. I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, Edward is like, what is, Mortenzi tried to attack the golem by himself, and he got his ass kicked.
Mortenzi's the only one. All the information we have about that room is from Mortenzi.
Yep. I think Edward was there with him.
No, there
it was
was
Edward.
Edward.
Yeah.
He
There,
cast
there
grease,
was
I
a
believe.
trap, and the wall fell on top of him, and then
Right. Yeah.
it did not follow us out of there, but it is quite formidable.
I believe you said that it was
Why
susceptible to
is
grease. Yes.
Mortenzi trying to attack the golem alone? He is a bit of a madcap. He went off on his own, all half-cocked.
Well, I believe what the Countess was saying was that there is a control rod to these golems, and if memory serves me correct, in their previous manor, the Count did have a secret room where he contained many of his important items, which we carry with us today. We brought with us, sorry. He might have the control rod here, since the golem is here.
Unwin's, not all golems are crafted with a control rod.
But I believe the Countess said that there was one. Not sure if she was certain or she was hoping. It's a good point, Unwin.
Master Radamer, maybe I could search the house similar to the way we searched the other house? Do it. Make sure to get the Countess's approval first. Yes. I'll let her know that this is Arlen's suggestion, he smiles. And goes running off.
Boy, I do hope that boy survives.
He is useful, isn't he?
Yes. Promising.
Well, if we had all the time in the world, then perhaps we could search this place and others top to bottom. But given that we seem to have other interested parties, I would suggest that you deal with the golem on your own.
We could destroy it.
I see
certain
that
of
you
that.
have let some of these mercenaries go. What's to stop them from wagging their tongues as to a place where treasures are buried?
Oh, I'm sure we'll clear it out before they get to the next town.
And this disc,
They did not see it. They were not aware of it.
I think we should spend some time taking everything from there, at least moving it up to the manor where it is more safe.
Agreed.
The disc will require probably some of the workers here to help bring out, or maybe a couple of horses. Don't know what's behind the golem. We could probably deal with the golem first.
It was a question. Was the disc suspended?
It was
Like
floating.
was it flying? It was floating on its own. Okay. Yeah, the disc is was floating, so I'm not sure what is keeping it in the air. If Ugg has a fly spell, perhaps he might be able to push it out of there. But sorry, one sec. Sorry. I can cast a fly on Ugg and have him carry it out.
I don't need to know every step in this. Just to make sure the cave is freed of all the treasures and they are brought here for the Countess to peruse.
Boss,
Yes,
We might be able-
widget.
we might be able to trap the, trick the golem into falling in the water. We might be able to get through without killing it.
I don't know
It'd be preferred, maybe especially if the control mechanism might be that inside.
if there's a way to neutralize the golem for future use, whether it be from the control rod or there are spells that allow one to control a golem, such a creature is valuable.
You wouldn't happen to know any of those spells, because
They are beyond everyone in this house, and without the grounds. He's basically saying that no one in the circus.
Nobody knows.
Nobody has this.
So
like Adam doesn't remember the
control golem or control construct or something like that. I think they're like 5th level sort of spells.
I
Is
do
there like
not
a charm construct?
Yeah, the way I would search for this is type construct and then go
Oh
spells.
God, it's the 7th.
Yes.
I just. And then you could grow back my buddy's legs. Just then we can cut him off again because it'd be funny.
I have used the majority of my spells for the day, so I would prefer to go in
There's
tomorrow.
soothe construct as well.
That stops them from doing their like Rage of Doom.
This massage the conscience. Here, buddy, it's okay. Shh.
Oh yeah, it's a Sorcerer Wizard 7. Whoops. Radamer, it's a 7th level spell.
He
He
said
knows
something that was
it's high level
completely
magic.
correct.
Yes.
He said something that was 100% correct. You do not know how to cast that. Shut up your mouth and solve the problem.
Right.
Interesting for future use, but perhaps once we learn that spell, we could come back and control the golem. Until then,
He's basically saying there's a like 50 grand of golem treasure that in some future day we can go use. Or...
Right.
Okay. So you rest there that evening? Is there anything in particular you want to do that evening, or are you just resting after your battle?
Arlen is searching like crazy for the hidden compartments, hidden rooms.
Okay, so Arlen spends some time with Undwin. Is anyone else aiding in this?
He's certain that there's something there. He's certain. He wouldn't.
Widget, if we have an excuse to search the lady's house, Widget's all in on this. Why don't we search the lady's house for magic stuff?
So Arlen is saying this guy put a golem there to protect something that he can get to. If he wanted to bury something, he wouldn't have a path for it. Something to protect. So if he didn't have a control rod, how the hell would he get through?
Right.
So there has to be a control rod. That's what Arlen's thinking.
You know, chest plate? I like that word more than breastplate. That is a cool way of describing it.
It's
chest plate.
Yes.
So
all right. So who is aiding? Latar is just spending time with Radamer. Radamer
aiding.
I have a plus 15.
Okay. Who is taking the lead on the searching?
Sam is searching for the bottom of the keg. Hopefully we can find the bottom of the keg on this day.
Yep.
Widget's helping.
Arlen.
What kind of check do you want for helping?
So those that have detect magic, it looks like all 4 of you do. You can have a +2 on your own check because you're likely looking for magical things. And then it's just a perception check to look for it. And you could all aid one person.
I have a 15. I don't know what else you guys have.
Sorry, was it spellcraft or was it perception?
Perception.
I have a +5.
Okay, you can add 2 because you've got detect magic, and then you're trying to aid in the search.
I'm helping.
This is top to bottom searching the house. Okay, so
Hey, Oppa, I'm helping.
Undwin has a perception of what is his wisdom score? +2. He's actually pretty wise for a kid. So
he's alive
plus
with a bunch of
4.
adventurers.
Don't put it in there. Is what he knows.
So let's see if he aids Arlen. He does.
Oh, fuck, could use that.
And then
Okay.
Edward would probably auto aid, but I'm just guessing. Edward is what is his wisdom score? It's 16, and do you not have
5.
perception? So yeah, +5. Edward does not aid, but he does not hinder.
Okay.
He ends up kind of like second guessing Undwin and rechecking what Undwin has looked at because Undwin's a kid. And this is important.
31.
Okay, the DC I had in mind was 30. So you do find a study, which you learn was the Baron's study. And there are some interesting things that you do find in the study itself. First, there are some weird paintings. There is a painting of an elven woman who's casting the shadow of a dragon. Almost like in this yin and yang kind of like flow in the painting that goes into a light area where there is a rainbow hitting a lake and a dragon underneath it that is of all colors, that is facing off with the shadow dragon.
I was like,
There is a single elven man standing on the lake above the dragon.
Hey,
The person that's standing there is an elf with golden hair.
hey, that could be you if you had legs.
Yes, he does have legs. This painting is probably the largest painting that's in his study, but there are other like paintings and tapestries and stuff.
fucking Ireland's injecting magic on this fucking painting.
The painting itself is not magic. It is of a high quality of painting, and there is no artist mark on it. You don't know who painted this thing. Perspectives are all correct. Like, somebody had more advanced artistic technique to this. Although the blending of light and darkness and the weird prismatic colors kind of doesn't give you context of where this is. It's more conceptual. But the artistry of the people is quite well. It's not big enough to like recognize their faces though. It's a conceptual battle or standoff between.
I thought we were looking for a necklace, Alan.
Right, of course. Nice dragon.
That. Did you ever tell the story? You told the story. You talk all the time about the great light from within,
Yes.
the source of all light.
He doesn't say it's a dragon though.
Are you doing anything with the painting? You're just leaving it there? You gonna make a note of it?
I make a note. I note it, but I can't take it right now.
Note.
Yeah, make notes of the cool things that you find, because you might want to come back to them later.
We're just gonna, like, take a peek behind it.
Behind the painting?
Yeah, just like,
Okay.
What do we got back there?
You guys rolled a 30, so part of the checking, and you were aiding, is like,
Yep.
hey, this is kind of fastened, and why is there a hinge?
Hey, you found a
That's the
door,
next
you
thing.
jackass.
And then
behind it?
And then the whole painting kind of like is on a hinge and opens up like a door, and it reveals a safe behind it. There's an obvious strong box with this weird lock. I do believe that this is where valuables might be kept.
Widget pulls on the whirligig. So we open it up.
That might ruin the contents inside, says Undwin.
It's, I'm excited. It's been a while since, treasure hunt.
Okay, the lock looks like more like a circle with a big triangle inside the circle, and the big triangle is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 smaller equilateral triangles.
There's one triangle So there's a circle, a triangle inside.
A circle, a triangle, and then the triangle is divided into like
9.
9 smaller triangles.
Got it. Like 3. Yeah. Okay.
1, 3, and 5 triangles underneath it.
Okay.
That's some wizard shit right there.
Detect magic on the thing itself.
There is a minor abjuration you can barely see through a very strong evocation.
We need someone to look at this.
Why did your eyes go so wide? Oh, God!
I believe the symbol is called a
Harlan rolls the fuck back.
like it's an actual real world symbol of a series of triangles. It's called a tetra.
Got no more legs to lose.
A tetractris. Give me a second. Let me find.
Knowledge engineering, Marty? I have that.
Tetract. Yes. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Tetractus. This is part of Pythagorean theorem. Oh, the other name is a tetrad, which is probably easier to say.
Tetractris. Tetract. Yes. Tetrad. Okay, so it's a tetrad that is inside of a circle. And you can see how the triangles are formed. There are distinct lines in the triangles. And it's like a three-dimensional thing. It's like the front of the vault has a circle, and it has it's sticking out maybe about an inch, and then carved into the circle is the triangle. Or the many triangles.
Right. Puzzle? Or a whole bunch of like triangular keys?
Knowledge engineering, Marty.
Sure.
Anybody have any knowledge that they can help me with?
Knowledge
Anyone?
arcana?
Anyone?
Widget's got
Knowledge
Arcana, Dungeoneering, Engineering, Geography, Planes, and Religion.
Yeah, give me arcana or religion. Oh no, sorry, arcana or planes.
Okay. I will give you a roll that they have the same bonus. 9! That's some wizard shit right there.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, this means something.
Does anybody else know?
Edward is a magus spellcaster who worships the god of magic and does have plus 15 knowledge arcana.
All right.
Go ahead and give me a plus 15.
I can try to aid him perhaps with my engineering.
Yes.
Okay, I auto aid.
Plus 17.
I auto aid to him. So
Okay.
Okay, roll 1d20 plus 17.
okay. 24.
This is a symbol of. This is a tetrad inside of a circle. It is a symbol of the Academiae de Mystico Philomati. Also called Philomath Mystics.
Sorry guys. It's apparently I just realized that I'm a shitty uncle because it's my niece's birthday right now. Just gotta make a quick call. Sorry. Really sorry. Adam, take over. Go.
Alan, your eyes rolled into the back of your head. I thought you wanted to be a sorcerer.
Arlen wandered out into the hallway to deal with something.
He doesn't have any legs. Takes him a while to go do the business.
What are Philomaths? They are order of wizards that they like to know about things. Basic education amongst them is arithmetic, geometry, astronomy, and music. But I think they're more of like a historical society that looks into deeper secrets.
So one of them secret societies.
Well, not so secret if I know about them, but what exactly they do is...
They were secret to me.
It is not like they have temples or towers or advertise. This is some organization.
Praise be to Picard.
Now, what does this mean? I think that each of the points mean something in the triangle.
Maybe it's a way to enter a password. Are we talking something like we put an emblem on top, or I mean, there's got to be some way to interact with it.
Each of the points where the lines and the triangles meet, I think the one at the top are the gods, and the ones at the bottoms are earth, air, fire, and water. I don't remember what the ones in the middle mean.
Well, gods made us out of the things
and here's the tetrad, basically. Picture that with a circle around it. Do you think that he was a member of this society? This baron?
There is an old guy that we met in the town, in the bar. Were you there? I might have drank too much.
The old halfling, yeah?
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of them. Remember the guy who was always afraid of the dragon?
Oh, you mean that fallen stone? That's a bit of a trek.
Yeah. Them old geezers. Well, I guarantee one of them is in this thing. Gotta be.
Do you think that they are in this secret society?
Yeah.
Interesting. They did know. They were old family friends of the Countess and the Count, I suppose. This Griswolder Opel.
Yeah. Maybe the Countess knows. She might know something about this symbol that she would otherwise not know is related to some hidden goodies in the house. That's a really big evocation. I don't want to just dick with it.
No, it is probably a fifth or sixth circle spell.
Yeah, I don't really feel like Philip Macabre's Wrath, kind of all like that, just in the, you know.
Maybe one of us could identify the box. Perhaps we could know what spell it is, says Undwin. I could spend some time on it while you go talk to the Countess.
Perfect. Undwin, keep an eye on Edward, but from kind of the edge of the room.
Okay, I'll wait on the hallway.
Firestorm!
Yeah,
Oh, God.
Widget goes, and you can see the Countess is actually talking to Joram. Understood. I think that would work out well. You're catching the end of the conversation. It looks like Joram was provided some tea, and he's drinking a little bit, but they look like they're talking about business. Sir Paldro, blast him in his perception. He managed to kind of like he makes a noise indicating that you're at the door and that others are here.
Widget will politely say knock knock instead of knocking.
Okay.
Knock knock.
I believe we are done for now. I'll broach the subject with Radamer. Please do, dear, says the Countess. Joram collects up some tablets. Give me a perception check.
Oh, I will perceive really poorly because I'm bad at this. 10. They were tablets.
You've seen Joram with these tablets before. You don't know what they are, but you know that they're his paperwork. Or paperwork that like part of the caravan.
Circus contracts. Circus contracts! Not going to call the boss much longer.
Aunt Polly, the the really stern taskmaster of the house, she's like, is this man bothering you, Countess? No, it's fine. I'm sure he's here for good reason. Best that he is.
I am on my best behavior, Aunt Polly. I remember Widget liking her.
Yeah. She gives you a stern look and then wanders off. Wilbur, is there something I can help you with?
We found a safe with a intricate-looking lock with the symbol of the Philos, an old association of wizards.
I'm sorry, guys. Back.
We're wondering if you knew anything about it. It's got a rather powerful evocation attached to it that we'd rather not trigger.
Yes. Do you mean the Philomaths?
Yes, the Philomaths. Philos
Yes.
is a pastry, so not the pastries, the mathematicians.
Yes, my husband may have had dealings with them.
It is possible that the item required to control the golem and not have it destroyed resides within. If you know anything that would let us.
Rolling into the room.
Thank you. Sorry.
So he wouldn't have happened to told you anything that related to them, maybe a sequence of numbers or an association between the elements and the gods that sort of rings true, that any sort of,
Unfortunately, my husband didn't give me all of his secrets before he died. He was still quite young in the grand scheme of things. We had planned on having many more years together, she says.
Of course.
Any triangular symbols for the dots?
Yes, that's a Philomath symbol. Bunch of triangles inside a circle.
Correct.
Yes.
She kind of snaps her fingers, and Sir Pauldro goes over and fetches a scroll, and now she's drawing. She's got a practiced hand, and her hands do not shake. And she quickly whips the circle and the triangles. It's not perfect. It's not like she's a wizard, but she knows her way around.
They're not quite equilaterals.
Yep.
But they're,
Calligraphist.
She points at
Handwrite-
she points at the top.
Your
and she
lines are
says,
beautiful.
"Oh, please, Arlen."
She's still young compared to me.
Oh, please, Arlen. Not required, she says. This top point represents the gods, or creation. The bottom points represent earth, air, fire, and water. She's dabbing at the points of the tetrahedron, or the triad. The two under the gods are motion and constants. And underneath that are the ways of being, physical, mental, and spirit. Encompassing inside the circle, she then traces around the circle, are all the things of creation, from the basic building blocks to those of mortals, the rules of the multiverse, and the gods who created it. The circle represents the attempt of the Philomath Mystics to understand everything. A very haughty endeavor, but I suppose one needs goals.
Question, Marty. Can we tell if the evocation is pointing inwards or outwards? Like, is it pointing at the inside? Like, is it destroying
through
inside,
through the metal box? You cannot see. You cannot see the enchantments within. This is definitely a trap, though, to affect someone who fucks around with a lock.
Just checking.
Yeah. Yeah, your detect magics don't go past those the metal of the box.
Arlen.
The interesting thing about the mystics, knowledge is important to them, but there isn't a great moral credo. I suppose don't destroy knowledge.
So, the hooligans that tried to, off you?
Oh yes, I watched the battle from the front window. I was quite impressed with the power of your master, this initiate order of Fossers, necromancer.
Yeah. You wouldn't happen to know who's trying to, off you.
Well, one of the assassins, one of the mercenaries did say that it was an old man that had initiated the transaction.
Yes, I had assumed these are the same brigands that have been trying to steal my family's heirlooms and treasures for some time now. Those that are responsible for the death of the Count and for the reason why I'm moving to Vaddapol. As to the specific person...
So the study, is there anything in that room that you would rather not get exploded in case we screw up?
Yeah, this is going to be quite dangerous.
I'd certainly rather not have any of my husband's things exploded, she says.
We'll have to move everything out, as we're not sure if we can open this.
She nods. Let the servants know if you need a hand.
Of course.
My husband, speaking of Philomath, I do believe he had a ring. I don't think it was buried with him.
Do you know where that ring would be? Or what it was made out of?
She looks at Sir Paldro, and Sir Paldro just shakes his head no. And it's not amongst our things. I assumed that it was here somewhere.
So, does it
I'll have
have
to
like
search again.
the symbol on it?
Yes, it should have the same symbol on it.
Well, I guess we get to look for a ring now.
Indeed.
I remember it had some odd-colored jewels on it.
Was it? Did it have any magical?
Alan.
Yes.
We should
Oh,
look
it had
for the ring with the ring with the jewels.
Let's get that spell out. I'm gonna have the spell.
Yes, it had a purple jewel, a yellow jewel, and a red jewel.
You wouldn't happen to know which spots they were in.
I remember the colors.
Well, this is really, truly excellent. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Sam's returns. He lights a smoke up as he's leaving. He leaves the room.
Okay.
Arlen
As soon as
checks-
he's around the
Arlen,
corner, he does like a little dance. Oh, we're gonna figure out how to get the treasure.
Arlen takes a moment. Actually,
Yep.
Arlen takes a moment with the Countess. He checks to see if she's. He every couple of days he keeps casting the remove disease
Yep.
on her and Sir Paldro.
Yep.
He's just wondering how things are going.
Well, I am eager to discover what it is that my husband went to these great lengths and expense on hiding. Lucas.
Hey, Luke's what's going on, man? We'll do our best. And if you need anything, well, of course, you know we're always at your service. Enjoy your evening and have no worry. We will.
Arlen,
Yes.
Am I
Yes,
to
Countess.
understand that you were... You're not from this continent, are you? You're Stygian.
Just scrolling up here. Yes, correct. You're correct.
Captured in the wars that our great duke is conducting?
You are correct. Yes.
And you were sold to one... What was his name? What was the Dragonborn's name again?
What was Barak Tarn's old name?
It was
Zamocles.
like Zamocles, kiss you lips.
It was
whatever.
Zamocles.
Sold to a number of slavers, and then eventually to one by the name of Zamocles?
That is... Yes, that is correct.
You're owned by Radamer.
That is correct, yes.
Do you desire freedom? Of course, I'm not suggesting that I have the power to make you a citizen, but a subject would be much better than that of a slave.
That is... And a fool would only turn that down. Yes, I would...
Just between you and me, I've proposed something to Radamer.
He bleeds in? Yes?
I want to know if you and your gladiators would serve me if I bought out your contracts.
Yes,
I think Sam just
Countess.
found the bottom of the keg.
Yes, I would. Radamer is our master. I carry a higher... I look up to. Radamer is someone I have to serve. You would be delighted to serve.
Excellent.
I do not...
For now, I ask that you keep this between you and us.
Of course.
Sir Paldra is, like, almost smiling. Like, you've been acting as their doctor for weeks now, if not months, so they like Arlen.
Give them Tylenol every day.
Yep. Good. And then let's get this golem business done, shall we? I am very looking forward to seeing my granddaughter in Vaddapol.
Yes,
And discovering what it is all these mercenaries and ne'er-do-wells want from us.
Arlen smiles.
If they wanted an old woman to be curious, they went about it in the exact proper way.
Indeed.
She looks serious, like her husband died for whatever is going on.
Yeah.
So
Worry not. Whether we're under Radamer's contract or yours, we'll lay our lives down for you.
I'm not asking you to die, Arlen. You're an elf. You have the potential for a very long life to outlive me and perhaps even that of my family. Who are we to decide that you should die in an arena?
He looks at her closely, gets closer, and this is why I would rather die for you and fight for you and serve you.
Serve, yes. But I suspect that... And her eyes glance down to your holy symbol, and she just sort of, like, takes you all in. Sort of... I suspect that you may be interested in the things that my husband was. It is why I'm sharing the secrets with you. That, and it's not like I'm going to strap on some chest plate and go about gallivanting across Tarak to solve these problems.
We will be your eyes, ears, and arms. Let the others be the legs.
It is fine.
It's such a good line. That's a very good line.
Okay, she lets you go. A few moments later, I found it. It was in the desk. says Ungrim. He's like, is this the ring?
Triangle, 3 stones.
The triangle is bisected by all the little tiny triangles. It's got the circle around it, and it's got 3 stones: a violet stone, a yellow stone,
angle.
and a red stone.
Each angle?
No, each of the stones are set into one of the smaller individual triangles.
Interesting. Oh.
Do, 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 do.
Oh. The question is, which fucking way is up?
Yeah, you could put it on your finger so it's facing down, or you could put it on your finger so it's facing...
Right, but the point in the wall has the 1 point up.
Yes.
So you hold it so that it would be on a finger going along the finger
you're now,
with it up.
You're now pointing with it up, and the gems are on 3 of the triangles, and they're not evenly spaced. Like, they're not, like, symmetric. They're kind of, like, clustered onto one side. We'll say that... I need to be able to draw this. Give me a second.
I have a question.
Yep.
Is it a magical ring? She said
Yeah,
that's
I wanted to detect magic on the ring. to see.
Yeah, it's magical.
It's magical. Oh, we're going to identify the ring too before we dick around too much.
Yeah, can we please do that before we start putting the fucking ring on?
Ooh.
You know what? Put the ring on. The guy that died, that everyone's trying to fucking find his treasure.
Captain Blackbeard, the
Stop
ringy.
fucking with shit that we don't know.
Marty's very ambitious. I would have started with a picture of the triangle.
Oh, is Marty what? Oh shit! Oh, Marty. I'm gonna start drawing
we got
too.
Triforce. Oh, look at that Triforce. Oh, we got more Triforces. It's the Triforce, the Triforces.
Oh, snap, son. Ooh, delicious.
Okay.
Oh, looks like a hazardous material sign a little bit.
The purple
Yeah, you
gem,
take the triangle.
Purple gem is there.
Purple.
The yellow gem is there. And the red gem...
I'm guessing
there.
here. Oh, I guess wrong. I die. Wait, so they are kind of symmetrical, except the purple one's off.
Yep.
Well, all right. So we got the Gads with the will and the something or other. I really liked. So, as a big giant nerd, I really like this. If Adam was in this world, he might be one of these dudes.
A Philomath Mystic?
I would be a Philomath Mystic and have a really big staff to beat people over the head with. I'd be a Philomath Mystic Barbarian or some nonsense.
This is my ruler. Ah, you look stupid. Bam!
Okay, so the red gem is between gods, motion, and constant. The purple gem is between... what is that? Mental, spirit, and fire. And the yellow gem is between earth, air, and physical.
Okay, you're saying it too fast. I can't. Okay, hold on. The red was on God's. What is it?
Here. You know what? I'm going to create, given that this is perhaps a thing, let me find a picture of one, and then I'll put it as a map, and we can put things on it.
Whatever, Dan. I like your drawing.
All right. So who is a? I guess at this point you guys are identifying the thing.
Yeah.
I'm talking to myself with my microphone up.
Yeah.
Like an asshole.
Like an asshole. Did Edward finish his identify?
Yes. So I need a roll from Edward to see if you can identify the spells that are on that.
Does Edward have identify the spell?
That's a good question. I'll let you guys look that up.
I'm looking right now. No. He's like, just guess. Alright, so spellcraft. 22!
15 plus double spell level? He doesn't know what spell. He doesn't know what spell this is.
There's one thing I can tell you. I think it goes boom, or maybe it's some forced thing.
He knows that it's evocation and that it's 5th or 6th circle and that it's electricity with a 22.
Well, we could just trigger it.
So chain lightning.
We could just trigger it. And with the right protections. And with a healthy enough. I'll be in the room, ready to doctor whoever tries it. But I could also protect whoever's going to try it from such energies.
Maximize, just to solve my own stupidity, a maximized electric cone of cold would also do the job.
A maximized electric fireball.
Yep. There's more than just the one, but
yep.
Okay,
so I'm gonna force you guys to a map. There's the tetrad, and then the symbol is a circle around it. So I'll just draw that in a different color. Let's see if I can get it.
Oh, you did good job today, Hammies, but you're getting really tight.
Here's a circle. That's fucked up. That's broken. That's right. There we go. Fireball.
Okay. The top one are the gods or creation. The next two are motion or fluidity. And opposite of that is things being constant. Then we've got the ways of being, physical, mental, and spirit. And then earth, air, fire, water. I'll just do E, A, F.
Marty?
Yes.
May I ask, is this a Marty creation, or is this something that was in, like...
The actual symbol tetrad is a thing.
The actual symbol tetrad is a thing.
Putting a circle around it is kind of like Marty flipping through like this weird Gnosticism like diagrams. The definitions of the points are half Marty, half not.
Yeah, well, because I've done use this in math class to describe dimensional space.
Yep.
What I'm trying to say is I identify with this religion.
Excellent.
Or this creepy, weird set of people. Whatever this is.
Who are trying to seek to understand everything.
Yeah.
Understand all the things. The pursuit of knowledge, yeah. Okay, so, and then if we want to go and add the gem colors that are on the ring, what do we have? We've got the purple. What did I say? The purple was here, and the yellow was here. Correct? And then the red was at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the purple, it kind of, if you have OCD or whatever, the purple's off. It's a Marty hybrid. Yeah. It was some of the actual definitions were a bit too esoteric, so I D&D'd them.
You done
right. I simplified it a little bit. But.
Yeah, it's the whole universe is equations. Motion.
All right, and then you have a similar symbol that is like kind of sticking out of the vault. It doesn't have any of the gems on them, though.
Yeah.
Marty, question: in the vault, does the circle look like it turns, or do these triangles look like they're buttons?
So are you going to try to turn the circle?
I'm not
touching
that shit. I'm not touching that shit. I'm just looking at it.
Okay, you're looking at it. Give me a perception check.
Knowledge engineering, or sure, perception.
Sure, you can add if you have 5 ranks in knowledge and engineering, you can have a synergy bonus.
Plus 2?
2, yeah.
Okay.
That's an old 3rd edition rule that I really like.
27?
It does not look like it turns. In fact, looking at it, it looks like the triangles are buttons, and they're to be pressed.
Okay.
All right, so
Huh.
it's probably an order or simultaneous. It's got to be one of the two, right? So
Well, how the hell... Oh, no, wait. I know the order. Arlen wheels back out, closes the painting,
Okay.
looks at the rainbow. Which one's first?
It's a rainbow. It's red, orange,
So he's
yellow,
looking... So
green,
purple. Purple's at the end.
purple.
purple's at the end. So it's... I believe it's red, yellow, and purple. Or it could be the other way
you're
around.
right. Edward, why don't we make our way to the hallway?
Like, I'm not... That's the last time I mess with magic. He's rolling back.
Wait, who's pushing the buttons?
I believe Arlen volunteered.
No. I'm not pushing. I'm not pushing these.
Unwin's like sitting behind the desk, like, you want me to do it?
No.
No, get Ugg.
Get Ugg.
He's the healthiest one of us.
Yeah. Ugg's drunk by now.
Perfect.
So,
Uh,
all right. Do we have any protections?
I did spend most of my spells today.
Did I use my?
Do it.
All right. So Widget will use. I don't know if he's used his arcane bond. If he hasn't, he'll cast a resist energy. If he has, then he obviously won't cast a resist energy.
I can dispel magic, but I think that.
Why don't you ready to dispel it when it tries to shock my bits?
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
I apologize, but I don't have that many spells remaining for the day. Would shield help you at all? I think not.
You can't cast it on me.
Oh,
No, you
shit's
can't
pushing
cast
me.
that on me.
I can cast grease. I can put grease right here, just to help you.
All right. Nemi thinks he has a hero point. All right. So I'm going to use my arcane bond. I'm going to cast a resist energy electricity on me
Okay.
because I like this solution and I want to solve it. I want us to solve it with our brains and not by going, I want a skill check and make the puzzle trap go away.
There were a couple of skill checks blended in there, like I'm doing a perception.
With skill checks to get clues, right?
Yeah,
give me a clue. Otherwise, it'd be like, here's a triangle. I smashed my face into it.
Smashing your face into it would likely be bad.
Well, I will.
I let my cat walk across the keyboard. Also bad.
I will cast bless.
Okay. It feels good.
Yeah, the blessings have become upon me. Kate, might want to get out of the room.
Where is the room?
Is there anything that looks particularly vulnerable to electricity behind me?
Yeah. Get the shit out of here. Should we servants?
Okay, so you managed to find
I'm not
Aunt
with
Polly,
you, that
who then summons some servants, and they're moving furniture out. She does have to go and get Countess Opel's permission to do so, but she basically says yes, and all the furniture is now jammed in the hallway, and basically it's only the painting, the vault.
Can we get the painting out of here?
That might require some doing. You'd have to undo the hinge. Although you could just flip the painting all the way around to the opposite wall.
Yeah, the whole way around, and we're going to assume the clue in the painting was right. Otherwise, the painting's useless. Might as well get burned.
Arlen just looks at you like. Sure, you was getting burned. All right. Marty. Can I be like within 30 feet, 20-foot move, and then channel just in case shit's going down?
Sure.
Okay. But I don't want to be in the radius of the fucking blast or whatever the blast is going to be.
If there's the sound of extreme agony and blood-curdling death,
I assume it didn't go well. Okay. Yeah, let's try that.
Okay, we'll cast the resist energy electricity with arcane bond, maybe. And then
We're gonna chuck it.
he's gonna light a smoke because if he's gonna die smoking.
You know, the spell would probably do that for you.
Good luck, says Unwin, and he runs out of the hallway.
Don't worry, if you die, I'll take your stuff. Just kidding.
If that includes the contract, you're on. All right, and we're gonna like red, yellow, purple.
Okay,
And
so
see if we explode.
You click the first one. There's a click, and the button stays in.
All right. The physical realm of earth and air.
Okay, you click the which one?
The bottom left.
So the one
The yellow.
that corresponds
Yeah,
to the yellow. Okay.
yellow.
The button. There's a click, and it holds in.
The fire's ability to affect the mental and spiritual domains.
Okay. Not too sure if your words are doing anything, but you definitely click that button in. There's a click and a slight buzz.
Oh, here it comes!
Arlen.
It just says. And you hear something kind of like click and clang on the inside, like something
Arlen
like
wheels
something
in.
metal dropped on the inside.
I'm the smartest one alive.
Yeah,
And then it explodes and he dies.
Time delay. All right. It went dunk.
Yeah, there's like something shifted metal on metal inside the box.
Okay, is there like a handle or something?
Yeah, there's a little thing for your like fingers to kind of grab the side of it.
All right, I'll grab the side of it.
Okay.
And
Yep. With a little bit of force, the door is sliding open.
How big is this vault? Or the safe?
I'm assuming it's a
like-
foot by a foot by a foot, but
Like a microwave size thing.
Okay. Beep.
all right. I don't know if it worked. He's opening the safe.
My ass! Arlen's wheeling himself in.
There are some things that have been carefully laid into the safe. It is not jam-packed. There is a small stylized dark wood box. There is something wrapped in deerskin. It's actually more like a deerskin case. It's strange looking. So there's a case. There's this ornate-looking dark wood box, and almost like it didn't quite fit in, is a wand with a like stone orb at the end of it.
Stone orb. Yeah, nothing
There it
to
is.
see in here.
There it
Nothing
is.
at all.
I'm right here, you
Like,
bastard.
As his cigarette just ashes on himself. He's forgotten about.
And the last thing is a pouch. A small pouch.
Do you want me to write this in, or do you got this in a copy pasta?
You could probably write them in. So a case, a dark wood box, a wand with stone orb, and a small pouch.
Case. Dark wood box. There's the small pouch. The case is the deerskin case, right?
Yep.
And a stone-tipped Wand/rod. But that looks like a control device if I've ever seen a control device. Detect magic before touching the things, because...
Okay, there is magic coming off of the case, or whatever's inside the case. There is magic coming off the wand. There is no magic coming from the small pouch. There is no magic coming from the box.
Okay. Be careful with those items. I'll have to examine them
How many things are in there?
very carefully. There's 4 things.
There's 4 things? Okay.
Pouch, rod, deerskin
Pouch,
thing, and a
rod,
box.
darkwood box, deerskin case. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. We'll call in the boys.
Okay, who's
I'm already in. He said,
Arlen, after he heard the clicking and the buzzing,
yeah,
he
he's
just
like,
in there.
You got a contract for a reason, buddy.
Okay, Aunt Polly is watching what you're doing, trying to she's got her hands on her hips. She thinks you're trying to steal.
We figured it out.
You might want to, Madam Polly, if you would tell the Countess that we've opened the safe and there's some things of her husband's in here.
She might want to watch over us while we check things, but they might be dangerous. We need to check them
enough.
first.
I understand the duty. I can go fetch Miss Polly or fetch Madam Opel, if that is better.
Fetch is not the correct word. You request her presence.
She's just looking at you and looking at the box and making sure that you're not stealing anything.
All right.
Arlen would like to have the ring. Can I please see the ring?
Okay,
I'd like to keep
the
it on my
Countess
person.
here's the excitement and comes in. It's all right, Polly. I asked them to do this. Yes, but they're making a mess of your home.
We're not exploded.
Your home's in one piece. There's no
see.
fires to put out.
Oh yeah, those look like my husband's things.
You see, Arlen excitedly brings the ring to her.
Okay.
You see the colors.
Oh yes, my husband put on that ring any time he was doing his research.
These colors correspond to the rainbow.
She nods. I do
And
believe
that's
they
the
are in
order.
a rainbow.
And that's the order that you need to press them in.
Oh, how clever!
Yes, quite. Rainbows are beautiful, I believe.
Okay, she's just holding the ring as she's watching what you guys are doing.
Okay.
In your
We'll
research...
start pulling the things out.
Okay,
Yeah.
which one are you touching first?
We're gonna pull up the rod.
Okay,
Yeah.
the rod. It was kind of jammed in there. You have to give it a little tug, and
He's like, fuck, I should have put a bigger safe in.
yeah, it's heavy. It's like really thick wood, and it's got this perfect circular sphere of stone at the end of it, so it's kind of a little top heavy. You
haven't
definitely know that it's
researched.
in your hand. It's not a weapon though. Like if you tried to bash it, you probably knock the stone.
We'll have to check with. Hey, Edward, is this the same stone as what Rocky is made out of?
It does not look very different. It's same color, maybe. I did not stick around to admire
we
its,
assume...
admire the
Arlen-
way it looked, but it could be. That would make
if I
sense.
was to make a control rod, it would probably be this rod in a very safe. Arlen's being sarcastic around these guys. It's probably the control rod.
Edward takes it and puts it off to the side. It kind of looks like a big penis, but
Widget looks at Aunt Polly. See how she reacts.
Unwin's giggling.
Arlen looks at it, he's like, small, if you ask me.
The Countess, there's a slight wry smile. She rolls her eyes.
Okay,
Sir
well,
Paldro sniffs with sort of derision at the body jokes, but yeah,
pull
you
up
guys
the
seem to be in
pouch.
good mood for solving the problem.
Yeah, pull out the pouch.
Pull out the pouch. There seems to be you could feel inside the little felt pouch something stone-like and hard inside.
So open and take a
Quick
look.
peek inside.
Okay, there's a single sparkling gem of excellent quality, clear.
Like a diamond.
It is
Like
a
a soul.
5,000 gold piece diamond.
It's a
Good, my boy.
Ocean I Died diamond. And in the modern game, it would be like the Ocean I Died diamond with two 1,000 gold piece diamonds to get your to bring your restorations back, and a little bit of money to pay the priest to do the damn thing. It's a life insurance policy.
So, were we keeping track of the Countess's things somewhere? Yes.
Well,
it is under treasure and gear, Dowager Countess. So we've got the
we have a wand with a stone tip.
Yep. Wand with stone orb.
We have a
5,000
key
gold
of
piece.
the Philomaths.
The ring of
The Philomaths.
Philomath Mystic. And then we've got a 5,000 gold
piece diamond. We have the the live and let raise dead diamond.
Yep.
Oh shit! I died.
Oopsie.
It's his fault he's died.
So I've got listed on her thing, Dark Coverage Spellbook oozing with shadow magic, some potions, a perfume bottle of perfect beauty, the Blade of the Hidden Moon, which is a elven thin blade that you couldn't bring out of the scabbard, and then something called the Fake Shadow Star in iron lead-lined box.
Where's the real one?
Did you guys actually open that box? I don't think so, right?
No.
Okay.
We have the real one though, don't we?
No?
Well, good shit then. Good stuff, guys.
Wait,
Back
what?
at the manor. It's back at the fucking manor.
We could bring back our next dead friend, Nemi. Or we might just use the diamond to try to wish to be really powerful.
Okay, what else are you grabbing?
Next we'll pull out the box.
Okay, the box is a little dark wood box. It's elvish in design, like little elvish runes and carvings around
Is
it.
it about the same size as the other box that has the fake diamond, the fake black gem in it?
No, it's much smaller.
Okay. Okay.
It's got a little latch.
Beholder in a box. Okay. Is it locked?
Party gift, the beholder in a box.
It's got a little latch.
Okay.
Okay, is it... Okay, open it.
Who's touching this right now?
Oh, actually, detect magic on this ship first.
So
Is the box magical?
what happened was
On it.
Okay. Flip the box.
Are you detecting magic again, or
I want to detect magic on the thing.
okay? The magic that you detected was very difficult to see, but eventually you caught it out of the glimpse of your eye, out of the side of your eye.
Is it coming from the box or from the inside?
It's coming from something on the inside, so maybe it's just pouring out in such a way that
Countess, if you would permit, may I use the ring as a form of protection, perhaps, however your husband had used it?
she hands it to you.
Okay, I just have to see if I have any other rings on. I think I have one ring. I've got 2 rings. I'll take the Featherfall ring off, because I need that one. And I'll put the other one on. Count's ring. Okay. Anything? We're just putting it on. Do I put anything?
Okay, so you put it on. The unidentified ring. Oh,
Well, she said he put it on whenever he was studying, doing his studies.
yep.
Well, so I was like, okay, assume he can take it off then. He actually, Arlen tries like on, off, on, off.
What? I just need to check Arlen's feats to see if it. Let me have a look here.
Arlen doesn't have many feet.
I don't know if Ahmed read that thing on Shadow Magic. I don't
What?
think he did.
Shadow magic.
Arlen's feats.
Not many.
Okay, and those. All right, Arlen. You feel all sorts of like swirling thoughts when you first put it down. For a moment, you thought you knew how to make a better shoe, and then something about the third chord in a particular song, and the name of a king long time ago, and something ooky about some like weird religion, and then the thoughts start to calm down, and you now have a +2 bonus on all knowledges and profession checks, and you can make those checks untrained. This ring grants you the feat breadth of experience.
Oh. Pimp. Fucking, let me read the breadth of experience. I threw what, how, let's see how this is. Prerequisites, dwarf, elf, gnome, 100 years old. Cool. Very cool. This ring doesn't do anything. He's like, is there anyone here that's 100 years old? I don't think so. Anyway,
You look at a couple of humans that are almost 100 years old.
I'm almost shut up. Okay, let's open the box.
Okay, you undo the latch and you open the box. There's this weird gem that is in the box. It kind of looks like black with a dark with a it's about the size of a D8. It has this starburst purpley center, and it's sort of just oozing the shadow magic out of the box. Every once in a while, the D8 kind of like shifts so that one of the other 2 points that are close together turns into the long point.
So
it's kind of like slowly shifting like a little black star.
Close that. Oh, close that.
Everyone's just kind of gawking at it as
Arlen quickly closes it. Knowledge. What the fuck did I just look at?
I think that was the Shadow Star, gentlemen.
Yes.
Could you... knowledge, huh?
Knowledge.
1D...
Arcana.
Planes, Arcana...
I'll make the knowledge arcana.
Local... something...
I think you've already done these things because the Shadow Star was mentioned to you and you guys didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
we've seen it now.
Yeah. I will let you get to make some rolls as you're looking at the magic item. You can make some Arcana rolls.
25!
20.
You're pretty sure that this thing is some sort of Ioun stone. You're pretty sure if you touch it, it would float around your head. That's with the 20. The 25, Arlen, this magic item is making you nervous. You want to do more research into how this thing was made. You think it's made from a different sort of magic.
What does it do?
That would require an identify. Of course, you could just touch it and like an iron
No,
stone.
fuck that! I'll just swallow it.
Probably float around your head and bestow the powers.
No, Arlen is good without having darkness.
Yes,
powers.
Knight Priest, put on the Shadow Ioun Stone.
I'm so torn! It's like half of his hair goes like jet black. Great. It's like I ran out of money during a perm.
Okay.
All right.
And then there's one last thing in here.
It is the deerskin hide.
Pull out the
Yep.
hide.
Yeah, it's a weird set of. It's like a weird case. The magic is coming from the thing that's inside the case. Who is opening this up?
Arlen's got the greedy
Arlen's.
fingers.
Sure.